Colorado Family Travels. We are at Red Rocks in Morrison, Colorado. We're down at the visitor center right now, walking around. We're gonna do a tour of Red Rocks, and we're gonna test out the Saramonic Blink 500 B2 wireless mics. Right now we're just using the GoPro audio on the media mod with our masks on. So we'll kind of test out things for a little bit with just the GoPro media mod, do a little bit around down here, and then we're going to go up into the Red Rocks Amphitheatre where you can see world famous concerts and artists during normal times, and we're going to test the wireless mics up there. So we're going to walk around down here real quick and test out just the audio on the regular GoPro with the media mod on it. But here is the Colorado Music Hall of Fame, John Denver. So we're gonna go ahead and go into Colorado Music Hall of Fame here in the visitor center.
Yeah.
All right, we are at the top gate. So we're at the top of the Red Rocks Amphitheatre. We're walking in. Just gorgeous up here. This is all behind the amphitheater. We'll walk down into the amphitheater. Great place to visit. Typically you want to come up here before 2 p.m. if you're visiting Red Rocks. You want to make sure you get here before 2, because on event days when there's a concert, they will shut down general access around 2 o'clock. Sometimes earlier, but 2 o'clock is your pretty good bet.
That's very small.
All right, here is the Red Rocks Amphitheater. They are reconstructing, rebuilding, adding a new roof right now. Hopefully it'll be ready. I believe May is the first possible event that's on the schedule. So April, May is the time frame. This is my favorite view of Red Rocks Amphitheater. This is row 70. So this is an ADA accessible row 70, but prior to most shows you can get up here and take photos from this area. So it is a really cool place. Off in the distance you'll see Denver, downtown Denver to the left. You got Chatfield Reservoir over to the right. Beautiful views of Denver. Concerts, all kinds of activities up here. They do an Easter Sunday service up here too. It's a sunrise service that is amazing. I haven't had the opportunity to come up here for it, but I've seen plenty of pictures and known quite a few people that have. It's an amazing setup. So that is Red Rocks Amphitheater. Gonna spin around real quick. All right, so let's go ahead and set up the Saramonic wireless mics and check and see the difference on those mics. All right, so here I am connecting the Saramonic Blink 500 B2 to the GoPro. I do have the GoPro on a floaty pole. This is one thing I really don't like. I don't think it fits very well into the shoe mount of the media mod. It is kind of hard to get in there. It's getting a little bit better with time, but the first couple times it's a little hard to get into the shoe mount. I have seen other recommendations where you actually don't put the receiver in the mount. You put it either on your shoulder or on a camera strap or something like that. So something that's going to come back to haunt me in a couple moments here. You'll see that I've grabbed the audio cord and I've now connected it to the GoPro. I'm going from the GoPro media mod to the receiver, and everything looks good. I've got it all set up. I'm changing the settings to make sure that it's connecting to the receiver. The audio from the GoPro is using the powered mic configuration to connect, but that will come back to haunt me in just a few moments. So here I am with Jasmine setting up one of the transmitters. With Jasmine, we're just using the transmitter with the wind protection adapter. With Jordan, we're hooking up the Lavalier mic. We're going to run that down the back of her shirt, I believe. Hooking it up to her belt. And just pinning it to her collar. So that part about something going terribly wrong, here it is. So at this point in the editing, there's no audio. All this beautiful footage, great testing up and down the stairs of Red Rocks, and no audio. I played around for a while, tried to see if the audio levels were off, if something was muted, couldn't find what had happened. All this video, no audio. Felt defeated, felt fed up, and put everything away and stopped doing the editing and just walked away for a little bit. So now, from the future, about 2 months later, here's the rest of our review of the Saramonic Blink 500 B2. We are picking up 2 months into the future, so we tried to do the review of the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro wireless system, and as you've seen, it did not work. We figured out that one of the cords we were using was the wrong cord. So now it's 2 months later, we're finally back at it. We're going to try again. So we're going to start this all over again and add on to our original beautiful footage where we were up at Red Rocks. Now we're at just a local park. We didn't want to drive all the way back up to Red Rocks to test. So we're going to go ahead and set it up and get this going. Right now we are listening to the audio on the GoPro Media mod with the forward-facing microphone. And we're going to go ahead and hook up the Saramonic system now. And the next clips will be on the Saramonic. Hopefully this time.
You don't. There's a bee's nest in the dock. Come on, Jack, let's go.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. The ducks are back.
Duckies.
The ducks are back. I want ducks.
All right, so what I did this time was actually brought my computer with me, and I went ahead and did a quick test. And so we saw in that first video, you can hear Jasmine just fine, you can hear Jack just fine. You couldn't hear me
Fish camera.
because I'm standing behind the camera. What I didn't realize was the receiver doesn't actually do any audio recording from what I can find. So I'll keep playing with it. But so now I went ahead and stole one of the transmitters from Jack. So I've got the dead cat on me, and then Jasmine is down by the water, and she's still got the lavalier. And I can hear her talking because I've got the earpiece in, so I'm monitoring her. But I can hear Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine, say hi. Jazzy, say hi.
Hi.
So you just talk for a minute.
Okay. I like they're cute. They're pond. It's nice. Quiet.
So I don't know if that's her breaking up, because I'm only catching pieces of her in my earpiece.
In roads, so we're hearing motorcycles and people who have cars.
So she is maybe, what, 20 yards from me here, if that.
But this is fun.
Maybe 10 yards from me. 30 feet.
What?
Yeah, probably 30 feet. And it is breaking a little bit. She is turning away from me. So Jasmine, go ahead and turn around and just talk straight to me.
Hi Dad, how are you?
I'm good, baby.
I keep getting splinters. Okay, so I'm wearing the Lavalier mic, and my dad is wearing another mic.
All right, yeah, so I do have this mic still on. We're just doing up close now.
It's the
just to
fuzzy
catch and see
bunny mic.
both of them. What'd you say, Jess?
It's the fuzzy bunny mic.
The fuzzy mic, yeah. All right, so I think the next we'll go ahead and do a distance. So what I'm going to do is just put it on jack and send him out into the field and see how far we can get here. Wait. All right, Jackson is mic'd up. Are you ready, Jack?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to have you turn around and just start walking through the field. And keep talking.
I love Minecraft. This good?
There's ducks all over here.
Hey. Can you still hear me? Now can you hear me? Should I come back? This good? Running is hard and tiring. Usually I would just be losing hunger if I was in Minecraft. That's fun.
All right, so Jasmine and I are sitting right next to each other. She's still got the lavalier on. I've got the wireless. So Jack ran out into the field for us and did full tests. So I'll have added that already, and we'll do some distance there. Sounded pretty good. And I think that's kind of done with our tests. So in general, first problems, no audio unless you have one of the mics on. So I guess I should have understood that. You know, it says mic 2 people. Well, I had 2 people mic'd and a third person trying to talk. So it's kind of interesting. How'd you feel with Jack beside you and his?
I felt fine.
Yeah. So now for the videos that we do, doing stuff, you know, running around at different events, mainly a lot of stuff at Disney. Are you going to be wanting to walk around with a mic like this attached to it, the lavalier, which is currently pinned to you?
I would prefer the lavalier because I feel like it's more hidden versus just having a full-on cat's tail underneath here.
So I mean, yeah, this is kind of obvious. So I mean, I could see as.
I mean, maybe for a guy, since like it kind of blends into your beard, but as a girl, I obviously don't have one, so I feel like I would prefer this one.
True, and I mean, and you can adjust how far you put it. You can put it down on your belt. You can put it at different places, but I can see why the lavalier would be better for somebody like you. But so far, I mean, we'll play with some editing. We'll see what we think. It's a little windy, so we'll see if this wind gets caught up here and how bad the wind is. But you know, all in all, I think this worked out a lot better than our first videos at Red Rocks. Beautiful view, but absolutely no audio. So that was definitely an interesting thing. So make sure you're using the right cord, as it does come with 2 cords, one that connects to a mobile device and then one that connects to a camera. So I was using the wrong cord the first time. That's why we got 0 audio, but I think we've got it all worked out. We think that the audio, we did do a quick transfer test to the computer, and I was able to hear both the lavalier mic and this mic, so it sounds pretty good. So as of right now, my impression is I like it. I'm happy with the way it works out. You know, typically we're only going to have 2 people mic'd up. I don't see a reason to have more than 2 people mic'd up, and then we'll just kind of go from there. But you good with the 2? You think that's good?
Yep.
All right, well, that is our review of the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro with 1 receiver and 2 transmitters. Do like the fact that the batteries have kept their charge. I haven't had to plug these in. Like I said, they've been sitting around since March when we did our last test, and they're still fully powered, and there's still power on the box. So it's gonna be nice. You know, we'll use it on an upcoming trip here and go from there. So I think for us,
It's back to the rat race.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.